Hi folks, Learn to Code welcomes you. Today we are going to learn about REST API. In today's modern world, communication between applications is very important. That is where REST API comes in. But exactly what is REST API? REST means representational state transfer. It is set of rules and conventions that we use to follow to build and interact with web services. It allows different applications to communicate with a common language. But how does it work? Say, let us consider an example that we are going to a restaurant where we usually get the menu card to place the order, and the waiter will take care of the entire order, where we will not bother about what happens behind the scenes, like how the chef is preparing and how the waiter is getting the order, what are all the ingredients added. Nothing will not worry about. Finally the waiter will deliver the product. So that is how REST API works. So it is accessed with endpoints. Here in this URL, if we look at first, HTTP says it's a protocol, and www.learntocode.com, it's the host name or the website name, and REST API is the endpoint that we use to access. Let us see about the interactions that happens with REST API. REST API uses HTTP methods for communication. There are different HTTP methods available. Say get method, which is used to retrieve the data. Post method, which is used to create new data. Put method, which is used to update the data. And delete method, which is used to delete the data. Now let's understand how the request and response happens. Say there is a client and there is a server. The client is making request to the server. Usually the request will be in the form of HTTP methods, and server will send the response back in JSON format. Usually the JSON format will have the status code and datas. Yes, the response will be in the form of status codes. Status code means the outcome of the request. Most of the times we may encounter the following status codes. Say 200, it is OK. 201, it is created. 404, not found. And everywhere we can see there are APIs. If we see in weather application, there is an API. In Google Maps, yes, we have API. And payment gateway, we have API. And for login, it can be universal login or it can be login with multiple devices. We need an API.